All right, guys, welcome to the show. Let's jump into this straight away because I'm seeing some crazy stuff, crazy stuff. So what I want to do is quickly show you guys what I'm seeing um, on the charts. Now, I was actually going through some of my crazy, insane charts, and I said, okay, let me have a look at all of these indicators that I've got on, and I use sometimes, right? Different one for different purposes, right? And yesterday we drew these lines, and we said, okay, this is what we can expect. And as you can see, look, you never miss. This is let's just zoom into this. You see what I mean? You never miss. So this is the box we drew yesterday, and bam, we hit that. We hit the top of the range. Actually, we didn't go into the range, which is good. And then we got picked up again. So the bulls came back in again, took it, which is really good, right? This is on a daily, but there's a lot more going on here. Now, I want to show you Ethereum quickly so you understand from Ethereum what's going on, right? Because funnily, Ethereum is kind of correlated. So Ethereum follows Bitcoin, but also sometimes, so on some occasions, you can take Ethereum and use that signal, right? What the market's going to do. Most occasions I'll ignore it, right? But on some occasions, Ethereum is actually a very good signal. Now, what I want to show you is what I realized, because I don't really focus on Ethereum as much. You do know that Ethereum is it's a spending coin. It's not a holding coin, right? I've always been adamant about that. I use it for technology. I use it for programming. That's what I do. I just spend on it. That's what I do, right? Until recently, where now Binance is my new spending coin, and soon it's going to be probably Polygon Matic or something. So I'm working on multiple projects, so I understand where I'm coming from. Also, I've just switched off the camera feed. It doesn't matter. Let me know if the sound quality is good enough. Somebody please let me know. Let me go into... Let me just double check who's on the chat. Anybody on the chat? Let's have a look. Let's have a look to see what's going on. Okay, well, I'm not seeing anything. I don't know if anybody's on the chat or what. It doesn't matter anyway. But the point I'm trying to say here, yeah, I just wanted to know the sound quality. Can't really hear I can't hear myself, so I wouldn't really know. So what I'm saying is Ethereum gave us a signal, right? It actually gave us a signal 2 days ago. This was the signal, right? If you look at this, this was the signal. So I don't know if you can see, this is our 200-day moving average. Ethereum gave us a signal and it just broke the 200-day, right? So this kind of broke the trend. So far you can see the entire history since this bull run started, Ethereum, so this won't show much because it's a very new program, but the entire, actually I can show you on my other chart. Give me a second. Let me quickly open my other chart. So on this chart, I can show you, let's do Ethereum, THUSD. Right, let's show you here what I mean, right? Let's go Bitstamp. So let's activate the moving average 200-day. Give me a second. Indicator, MA. Yeah, I'll activate this. As long as it's not buggy, as long as it doesn't bug out on me. And let's go here and deactivate some of these lines, right? So last one we need, that's fine, we just need the last one. So we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. I just want to use this 200-day, right? So this green one here, I'll make it larger. Make it larger. Boom, there we go. Right, so what we're doing is we're using this let's put on a daily, right? And let's get rid of some of the drawings, right? This is what we're seeing. So this is what happened, right? So this is the longer time frame, as you can see. Let me get rid of this as well, right? So we've got this longer time frame. You can see here where since 2020, right, March 2020 after the dump, right, or April 2020, for almost a year, until yesterday basically. So this happened like, yesterday itself. This is today's candle, this is yesterday's candle, and what happened is it basically shot us down. So sorry guys, I just realized you wasn't on that scene. Sorry. So this is what I'm trying to show you. So on the Ethereum, as you can see here, so I've just found it on this chart, we have this situation, right? Where all of this entire, so let me just show you again. So entire 2020 bull run, we've been above the 200-day moving average, right? That's what we've done. We've been above the 200-day moving average until now. It gave us the signal, right, that we're down. So this has got nothing to do with the death cross or anything. This is a signal. So we had this particular signal recently as well, and now we've moved back again. So this is what's going on. It seems like we've touched it like once, twice, 3 times, and we're here right now. But there's more to this, right? And I want to show you more to this, what I mean by that, right? So when we're looking at all of these, like currently everything is showing that this is the RSI and the MFI, by the way, on a daily, right? It's showing it's low. It's showing is very low. In fact, the MFI is the purple line here, showing very low. So let me go back into another chart, the other chart, and show you what I mean, right? So this is the 200-day moving average. Ethereum is currently kind of kissing and just trying to come back up above this. If it can, it's great. If it can't, then there's a lot of problems. But I want to take both of this and I want to add it together, and I want to say, okay, if I take this and if I say I'm going to activate my Bollinger Band, there's not really much going on here. But what I want to show you is this particular section here. This was really fascinating. Obviously, this is the price prediction we did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this box for now, because this is the range that we're expecting certain things to happen. And this is our 200-day moving average on the Bitcoin. And you can see Bitcoin has been below this 200-day moving average since May. Right? So since May, we've been literally stuck below this 200-day moving average. That's the bad thing about it. Let's see what happens. Sorry, this is 200 days here, so my bad. 200-day moving average since the 19th of May, actually saying May, yeah. So from May we've been here, all right? So end of May we can say we've been here below the 200-day moving average. This is the 50-day moving average. Now, when I activated my Bollinger Band, I did see something. So I said, okay, I'm looking at the Bollinger Band and I'm seeing a squeeze coming here. This is a squeeze, right? This is a Bollinger Band squeeze, right? This is a squeeze forming here. And normally on a squeeze, you can actually see what the market's going to do. So if we have a squeeze, right, forming on a downward trend, it usually pushes up. So that's what I was looking at. And then I said, all right, let me look at a higher time frame. Is the Bollinger Band actually confirming all of this, right, on a higher time frame? Pretty much. If you look carefully, see, this is the gap and this is the squeeze coming in. So there's a squeeze forming. How long it's going to take, I don't know, but there's a squeeze forming. Look here, there's a squeeze here. So what we see here is there are times when we do stay below, right? So we do stay below, but not for long. You see what I mean? Whenever this is yellow line here, follow this yellow line. So this is the median line. Whenever we go below this, unless it's a bear run, right, it could last a bit of time. But other than that, normally we stick around these lines. We break above this line and we stay above this line, right? So this whole bull run, we were above this line until, again, same time frame, we drop below. Are we going to see a squeeze here? Are we going to see a push here? One squeeze that brings us back up. You know, I mean, there are sometimes we do get squeezes which can bring us down, but the squeeze I'm talking about is these gap squeeze. When you're looking at these gap squeeze, right, these are bigger squeezes, right? That's what we're looking at. So again, there's not enough data here for us to see, but that's what we're seeing. So moving back into the daily, you can see what I'm saying. Basically, there's a squeeze forming here. You know, there's a big squeeze forming here. Is it going to take us up or is it going to take us down? That is the big question right now. I mean, we are touching. So from what I'm seeing, and this is what I want to get to, so rather than making this too long, let me just explain to you what I'm seeing right now. We've got a squeeze forming here. We've got a triangle within the squeeze. We've got a range here, and a big range, in fact, right? And currently, this is the bottom of the range, and this is where we've been kind of touching. That's what we're doing. We're below the 50-week. We're below the 200-week. And Ethereum is also saying that market is going down as well. Right, so Ethereum is not technically following the same path as BTC in some form or manner, but this is what it's created. So when we're looking at all of this, and this is Ethereum's gone, you know, below the 200-day and is sitting below the 200-day. Right now, we need to be slightly concerned because that kind of gives us a little bit of information that the market wants to go down as well. So if we want to go to the market. What we need to do is look for the total. Let me give you a second. Have a look. Total. So we're looking at the total and the same situation here. This is the 200-day moving average market cap, right? So all the drawings, everything's off. This is the 200-day moving average market cap, and you see Ethereum. So you see carefully, hold on, let me open another one for you. THUSD. Yeah, let's open this. Boom, let's open this. Right, let's open this. Let's get rid of this. Right, let's open this. Let's open and let's do this again. Sorry guys, let's get rid of all of these. This is why I don't save anything, because I'm not interested saving anything. Right, this is Ethereum. All right, so we've got Ethereum here. Let's put this Ethereum here. Let's put it on a daily. Right, so this is what you're seeing on Ethereum on a daily basis. Let's move it up, right, so you can squeeze it in. This is Ethereum, and this is your total market cap, right? And what do you see here? If you look carefully, identical, right? Almost identical, right? This is what I'm seeing. So the market is reacting to what Bitcoin is doing, right? So when we come back to Bitcoin, you can see the market is reacting to this whole thing. Bitcoin is down, it's below the 200-day. I mean, if I activate the, where is it? Oh, it's already there anyway. So yeah, so it's already there, right? So, you know, market is reacting to the how we're below, and also everything. So for me, let me just cut it short, right? Because I haven't got time at the present moment. Sorry, I'm just busy. I'm actually looking at some messages on Discord. I'm actually talking to someone on Discord as well. And I believe someone's just messaged me on, yeah, someone's just messaged me on WhatsApp as well. What I'm seeing, give me a second. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if anyone's on chat. No, I don't see anyone in chat. I don't know, probably my little what I use is bugged or something. I don't know. Normally you can see the chat on the screen, but I'm not able to see it. I don't know, probably it's bugged. But what I'm seeing is everything's telling us, like, remember we talked about a little bit of so we talked about divergence, right? You know, where we are able to see the market do certain things, right? We were able to see if the market is reacting to move up or down, but just looking at some price feeds, right? You know, if the market is how the market is reacting. So we were looking at, for example, the RSI, the MFI, right? And I'll just show you this quickly. So when we were looking at the RSI, MFI, and we're saying, okay, what's this showing us, right? And this is on a daily. Oh, sorry, it's on a 4-hourly. Let me get on a daily for you. I'll show you what I mean, right? So even on a daily, what you're seeing is we're getting these kind of bullish divergence, right? So money is flowing in. These are bullish divergence. We look at the RSI, which is the blue line, right? And again, we see these bullish divergence. So everything is pointing upwards, right? We had the green here saying this is opportunity to buy. These are buy signals, right? We only had one on the daily. We only had one on the 10th of May. We had the one signal that's saying sell. Other than that, every other signal that we've ever got was just buy, right? So this is what the indicators, these are all bullish. Everything is bullish. Even if you look carefully on these ones, when we look at these kind of data and we say, okay, what is this showing us? Well, it's all showing us that the market is trending slightly upwards. Obviously, we've had the situation where we've got this particular situation where, you know, we've got a greater trend line that we need to break and move up, you know, and we are looking for our 1, 2, 3, 4 Elliott wave move, you know. So those are the things we are looking at and hoping to get to basically at some point, you know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying right now. I think I just got to put one word there: expect the unexpected. Because when we got a Bollinger Band squeeze, the market could do one of two things. Either it could go down, and if it goes down, we're going to touch the downward trend lines, the prices that we've mentioned before. So all the bottom prices that we've ever mentioned will actually pop up. So we have mentioned, for example, the lowest prices. Let me have a quick look and see if I can find that chart for you. Let me have a look and see if I can find that chart for you. Sorry, my charts are all messed up. Because after I rebooted my thing, there it is, right, I found it. Because I kind of reset everything down, re-downloaded all my charts, and I actually forgot the logging in account for this one, because remember, this is a free account that I use basically. This is not the main account. This is a free account that, because the thing is, I don't want to show you how to do something on thing. If I'm preaching to you that you can use it for free, then I should also be able to use it for free. Right, so this is one of my accounts. This is just a public account that I've had for a long time. So obviously that's what you're seeing. You're not seeing my main account, but that's a different story. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and show you all the fancy stuff. Like, for example, what you see here, this is all the fancy stuff, right? For example, I have 0 limitations to how many indicators I can use. I can put 100 indicators. It doesn't bother me. I can have different APIs running and moving it at a faster rate. It doesn't bother me. But I don't want to show you all of these things all the time when we know that we've got, I want users, I want all of you guys to actually be able to use this for free. So that's what we've got, right? Anyway, so cut that long story short, you see the range when we talked about it. So what I'm saying is the lows, right? These lows, these 19k, right? Remember, just hold on to this 19k to be your worst case scenario. Think about this 19k as your worst case scenario. That's what I'm going to say to you, right? Worst case scenario. We might not come there. We might come and rebound on a 28 or something. If we do have a downward side, right? If we do have a movement going down, if we don't have anything moving down, then on the upside, you can see how much resistance we're facing. The reason I'm saying is you've got to follow this trend. It doesn't matter how big this trend box is, you still have to follow this trend, right? And the low currently showing us is 28k. We might hit that. I mean, look at this, right? This was the 31792, bang on the dot, we hit that, right? So we hit this, the Fibonacci line. Forget this line. This is adjustable. Remember, this line is adjustable, so it doesn't matter because this line has not formed yet. But we are definitely struggling to get above these lines. I think the moment we do, we are going to push up. So what's the next, the new scenario for us? Well, as time passes, as I've mentioned all the time, as time passes, this gets smaller and smaller, which means that the move we can make upwards is going to be bigger and bigger. We've got more opportunity to break into this. Currently, we're struggling. Bears are in control in some form or manner. You know what I mean? So that's going to be the situation. And also this trend line is holding. So, but if we do follow this trend line, you can see the 28 and it goes lower. And I have talked about this on another chart. I believe I talked about it on, if I'm correct, was it this one? Or was it this one? Let's have a look. No, was it this one? I just want to show you that other